Will the BRICS gold-backed currency dethrone the dollar and plunge the West into financial chaos? This is what happens when a currency backed by 40% gold and 60% local currencies meets dollars backed by nothing. It has the potential to cause the US dollar to fall dramatically overnight. So, is this the start of the end for the dollar? Are we witnessing its demise in real time? Will the U.S. economy survive if the BRICS nations stop using the dollar, or will it collapse? Let us find out. The BRICS alliance's financial power play against the West is reaching unprecedented heights. With BRICS ready to establish a game-changing currency backed by 40% gold and 60% local currencies, the global financial system could be on the cusp of a seismic revolution. This currency will not only fight the US dollar, but also have the potential to destabilize it. BRICS is not only prepared for a financial shakeup, they are about to change the rules. But can the West prevent it? Or are we seeing the creeping downfall of the dollar's worldwide dominance? For millennia, gold has served as the global standard for prosperity and stability. So when the BRICS chose to back 40% of their new currency with gold, they were not simply making a financial statement. They were declaring war on the US dollar. In today's market, a gold-backed currency serves more than merely as a guarantee of value. It is a symbol of security that the fiat-based currency cannot replicate. Since 2022, BRICS has been secretly accumulating gold reserves. While the West has continued to manufacture money, weakening the dollar with each new bill, BRICS has purchased tons of gold. Why? Because they understand that in times of economic instability, gold speaks louder than words. A currency backed by 40% gold will quickly acquire the trust of global markets, whereas the dollar, backed only by faith, will continue to fall. Gold has traditionally played an important role in international finance. From ancient civilizations to current governments, gold has served as the foundation for riches and economic security. By linking their currencies to gold, BRICS is betting on this ageless symbol of value. This is a substantial difference from the dollar, which is based on a flexible exchange rate and faith in the United States government. When inflation rises and economies fall, gold retains its value, as BRICS understands. The West may dismiss the concept of returning to a gold standard, but they are missing the larger picture. Inflation is undermining the dollar's worth as the U.S. prints money to pay off debts and invigorate a stagnant economy. A gold-backed BRICS currency will serve as a counterweight to this instability, enticing governments and investors weary of the dollar's volatility. While 40% of the BRICS currency would be backed by gold, the other 60% would be tied to local currencies inside the alliance, such as the Chinese yuan, Russian ruble, and Indian rupee. This is when BRICS executes a masterstroke. They are not only building a more stable, gold-backed currency, but they are also lifting their member states' local currencies to the level of international authority. But why should this matter? Please like and share the video, and subscribe to our channel to see more videos about global geopolitics, the economy, and the changing landscape. Let us proceed now. Because it calls into question the dollar's supremacy in international trade, the West has relied on the US dollar as the world's reserve currency for decades, allowing it to dictate global trade terms. However, BRICS is providing a new alternative, one in which local currencies play a significant role. This is not just economic warfare, it is a geopolitical upheaval. The US dollar, long the world's most trusted currency, has become a shell of its former self. In 2024, it retains only 3% of its previous purchase power. Hyperinflation is imminent, and the dollar is losing its value. While Americans see costs skyrocket, the BRICS are strategically waiting for the dollar to sink. Experts have been sounding the alarm, predicting that the dollar's purchasing power will collapse completely by 2025. Financial experts have been mourning for years, but the U.S. government has responded by printing more money, sending inflation higher. BRICS, on the other hand, is bracing for the fallout. How will this situation affect the United States? Hyperinflation is more than just an abstract financial phrase. It poses a significant threat to the stability of the U.S. economy. As the value of the dollar declines, the cost of goods and services will rise dramatically. We've seen this previously in places like Venezuela and Zimbabwe, where hyperinflation rendered their currencies worthless. The United States could be next in line, and BRICS is prepared to capitalize. When the purchasing power of the dollar becomes zero, the global economy will be compelled to go elsewhere for stability, with BRICS being the natural choice due to its gold-backed currency and strong local currencies. The globe will no longer require the dollar, which is just what BRICS has been waiting for. So, is BRICS done with its moves? Not much. A lot is coming. One of the most anticipated announcements at the next BRICS meeting is the launch of BRICS Pay. This is more than just a payment platform. It is a direct challenge to the Western-dominated SWIFT system. For decades, SWIFT has served as the backbone of international trade, with the U.S. dollar at its core. But the BRICS are going to change all of that. BRICS Pay will enable member countries to settle international transactions in their currencies, avoiding the U.S. currency entirely. This is a revolutionary approach that would reduce the dollar's influence in global trade while empowering BRICS countries to manage their economic fates. What happens if BRICS is left alone in this and no one buys what they have to offer? The trend toward local currency trading is not limited to the BRICS countries. Since 2022, many countries in the global south have shifted away from the U.S. dollar, using their currencies for international transactions. This tendency is accelerating, with BRICS leading the way. The Atlantic Council's Dollar Dominance Meter demonstrates that the worldwide share of U.S. dollar reserves has been progressively dropping since the formation of the BRICS. Countries are realizing that they no longer need the dollar to do commerce. BRICS, with its emphasis on local currencies, is paving the way for a new era of international trade. This transition away from the dollar is both economic and political. For decades, the United States has used the dollar to impose its will on other countries, but countries in the global south are no longer willing to play by the same rules. They are rejecting the dollar in favor of local currencies, and BRICS is providing them with an alternative. As additional countries join the movement, the dollar's worldwide supremacy will weaken. BRICS is paving the way for a world in which local currencies trump the U.S. dollar, and the West is powerless to stop it. While BRICS is reducing the dollar's dominance through its currency and payment networks, there is another threat on the horizon: central bank digital currencies, or CBDC. These central bank-backed digital currencies have the potential to significantly erode the dollar's dominance in global trade. As of 2024, 134 countries were developing CBDCs, with 66 currently in advanced testing stages. CBDCs have the potential to transform the global financial system by enabling countries to bypass established currencies such as the U.S. dollar. When they're completely operational, the dollar's relevance will be considerably lower. Unlike cryptocurrencies, which are sometimes viewed as speculative investments, CBDCs are supported by central banks, lending them respectability and stability. If countries begin to adopt CBDCs on a wide basis, the dollar's role as the world's reserve currency may be numbered. BRICS, with its emphasis on innovation and de-dollarization, is likely to embrace CBDCs as part of its overall plan. Meanwhile, the West will struggle to keep the dollar relevant in a rapidly changing globe. So BRICS is not alone. But why don't nations with similar agendas join BRICS? BRICS is not simply building power from the inside. It is gaining new members at an incredible rate. As of September 2024, 23 countries had formally registered to join the BRICS alliance, with another 24 indicating informal interest. These emerging economies, which span Asia, Africa, and South America, are all keen to escape the shackles of the U.S. dollar. They regard BRICS not merely as a path to financial independence, but also as a means of expressing their global power. Joining BRICS allows these countries to engage in international trade without relying on the U.S. currency, which has traditionally been used to maintain Western economic dominance. They intend to use their native currencies, backed by BRICS's creative new system, to level the playing field and develop their economies. This is not simply an economic shift. It is a worldwide realignment. So, what is the end game? Let us not mince words. BRICS is creating the future of global finance without the currency. The West can continue to print money and support its failed economy, but the world is changing. BRICS's new currency, backed by gold and local currencies, provides stability in a world where the dollar has become a liability. BRICS Pay, the alliance's alternative to SWIFT, will allow states to do trade on their terms, eliminating the need for the dollar. The increase in local currency trading among BRICS nations is already eroding the dollar's global impact, and with 23 countries keen to join the alliance, this trend will only continue. With the advent of central bank digital currencies, it is evident that the days of the United States dollar as the world's reserve currency are numbered. It is not a question of if the dollar will lose its dominant position. It's a matter of when. As hyperinflation threatens and the dollar's purchasing power dwindles, the globe will look to BRICS for stability. The West cannot print its way out of this dilemma, and no amount of monetary policy tinkering will reverse the trend. Can you still trust in the invincibility of the US dollar after watching how the BRICS are changing the global financial system? Now that you understand the potential of a gold-backed currency, can the West maintain dominance over global trade? Let us know in the comments section. With the US economy already on precarious ground, how much longer can it withstand the growth of BRICS? Would you like to see more videos like this one? If so, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We've decided to deliver videos about something no one talks about: African politics, the economy, and growing power. Thank you for viewing, and until the next video, stay tuned. Let us know what you think in the comments, like and share the video, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our global videos.